glass of lemonade, please.
There isn't any.
Got any beer?
Beer is being delivered later this evening.
Well, what have you got?
Apricot juice. Only it's warm.
All right, let's have some. What's the matter with me? This has never happened before. Heart playing tricks. I'm overstrained. I think it's time to chuck everything up and go and take the waters of Kislovodsk. Can't be. The devil! Do you know, even, the heat nearly gave me a stroke just then. I even saw something like a hallucination. Well, now, there is not one Oriental religion in which an immaculate virgin does not bring a god into the world. And the Christians, lacking any originality, invented their Jesus in exactly the same way. In fact, he never lived at all. That's where the stress has got to lie. A German.
An Englishman.
He must be hot in those gloves. You see, Ivan, you have written a marvelously satirical description of the birth of Jesus, the Son of God. But the whole joke lies in the fact that there had already been a whole series of sons of God before Jesus, such as the Phoenician Adonis, the Phrygian Attis, the Persian Mithras. Of course, not one of these ever existed, including Jesus. And instead of the nativity or the arrival of the Magi, you should have described the absurd rumors about the arrival. But according to your story, the nativity really took place.
Excuse me, please, for permitting myself without an introduction, but the subject of your learned conversation was so interesting that I...
No, probably a Frenchman.
A Pole.
May I join you? If I am not mistaken, you were saying that Jesus never existed, were you not?
No, you are not mistaken. I did indeed say that.
Ah, how interesting.
What the hell does he want?
And you agree with your friend?
100%.
Astounding! Forgive me for being so rude, but am I right in thinking that you do not believe in God either? I swear not to tell anyone.
Yes, neither of us believes in God, but we can talk about it with absolute freedom.
Are you atheists?
Yes, we're atheists.
Trying to pick an argument? Damn foreigner.
Oh, how delightful.
In our country, there's nothing surprising about atheism. Most of us have long ago and quite consciously given up believing in all those fairy tales about God.
Allow me to thank you with all my heart
What are you thanking him for?
for some very valuable information which, as a traveller, I find extremely interesting.
No, he's not an Englishman.
What I'd like to know is, where did he manage to pick up such good Russian?
But might I inquire how you account for the proofs of the existence of God, of which there are, as you know, 5?
Alas, not one of these proofs is valid, and mankind has long since relegated them to the archives. You must agree that rationally there can be no proof of the existence of God.
Bravo! Bravo! You have exactly repeated the views of the immortal Emmanuel on that subject, but here's the oddity of it. He completely demolished all 5 proofs, and then, as though to ride of his own efforts, he formulated a 6th proof of his own.
Kant's proof is also unconvincing. Not for nothing did Schiller say that Kant's reasoning on this questioning would only satisfy slaves, and Strauss simply laughed at his proof.
Who on earth is he? And how the hell does he speak such good Russian?
Поздний час, половина первого, 7000 над землей. Гул турбин, обрывки сна. За окном облаками белыми лежит пейзаж ночной, а над ним летит луна.